Have you ever had a dream that you?
What is up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to the Play and Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa. Hey.
That's not. Wait a minute. Oh, I see why we can't do the holy smokes.
Yeah, we can't because you said
Holy spaghettis.
you said that we
have
got
to-
you.
we got to play by the rules.
We got to play the
Got
game.
you, Alex.
If you noticed,
Hit the button. Hit the Rafa button. I got you.
the Rafa button.
There's a
Okay.
Rafa button?
I just pressed it.
Holy spaghettis.
I don't like that at all.
I got you.
I'd rather be
Got
demonetized.
you.
Really?
Did you
I would rather
There we
not make money from
Did
it.
you guys notice that I cut the song off right before he said the bad word? Did you notice that?
He does.
No,
what's the
I did not.
He doesn't say a bad word.
Yes,
he
he
says
does.
go
Didn't pay
shorty.
attention.
No, he says because we don't give up because it's your birthday. You remember he says that right then and
But
there.
did he get there?
Yeah.
You didn't
I
even
cut
let
it
him get
off.
there.
No, yeah, I cut it off.
You didn't even let him. You didn't even
He's
let
like,
him know
we-
it's your birthday.
He's like, we don't even care. It's your
Hold
birthday.
on, John. Were you not paying attention to the song? Because he got there.
He said go short. He did.
Say, go shorty.
Yeah.
It's John's birthday.
Yeah. Anyway.
And I really cares about John's birthday.
And we don't really have a care because it is your birthday.
Anyway, it was John's birthday yesterday. Yay!
Yay!
Well, as of recording,
Old
it
man.
was Friday.
Old man.
Yeah. Some of the
As
people
of
over.
recording, it was last Friday.
Some of the people over in the Discord shouted John out for his birthday.
Yes,
Happy birthday!
thank you.
Happy late birthday, John! Hey.
Thank you guys. Thank you all the people
Hey,
in Discord. Radical said it.
Old
All the
man.
people. Echo, what's his name? Exo Gamer said it.
Hey.
Thank you guys. You guys are the best. I'm an old man now.
So John, how
I
does
got
it feel
hair
to
on my
be?
foot.
Okay.
Yes.
How does it feel,
This is
John,
like
to
old
be
man.
over the hill?
Over the well, you know what?
Well,
I'm gonna tell you what I told my friend Abel about being 25. None of the ceiling fans in my room hold my weight, so it'll do.
I got the joke.
what?
You got the joke.
Yeah, I got the
Thank you.
joke. I got the joke.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, I got it.
There you go.
I got the
As soon as
joke.
I thought you were just gonna like, hey,
No,
He's
none
gonna
of the
start swinging
none of
from
the
a ceiling
ceiling fans
fan.
in my room. Well, that's the plan, but it's not gonna work.
no, yeah, no,
So,
yeah.
so
I
this
meant, I
will
meant,
work. Hey,
Hey.
25.
I thought you meant like having a good time like a monkey, you know. But you meant
Well, I
like
couldn't do that either, really. Either way,
Yeah.
good or bad times.
either way, yeah. It's either
So I was hoping to get some introspective perspective on John's aging and how he feels being at this age.
well,
But
like I was saying
now
before,
we're talking about him swinging from ceiling fans like a monkey. What?
yeah.
What chandelier?
Okay. Anyway, John, you're old.
Well,
And
well, I got hair on my foot. I've been trying to
I
tell y'all,
don't.
but you
I don't want to talk about that.
You want introspection?
Well, I
or
mean,
not?
he's old. Yeah, he's old. You know.
Hey, real
Is-
question. Now that we're talking about that, at what point do you know how, like older people just have like hair in their ear? Like
Yeah.
at what
Mhm.
point? Like when does that start coming out? Because I'm dreading that.
Well, it's not set in. I don't think it's guaranteed for everybody.
No, it really depends on how hairy you are, actually.
Oh, okay. So
You
Rafa,
know,
you're
if you have
just
a lot of
you're just in trouble.
no, yeah, no. I have this one hair, like you know, it's not your earlobe, but you don't have like the little like
Little
like
fuzzies.
bump or whatever. Well, I have the fuzzies for sure on my
What
ear.
bump are you talking about?
Not like you know
Go
when you
with
like
doctor.
not the like I don't even know how to like explain it, but you know when you plug your ears, you have that one like on when you put your finger on your ear to like block noise out,
Yeah, the little
No,
little like cover for the ear hole.
like the little flap thing, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
guess that's what you can call it.
Right. Like whatever the name of that part of your ear is,
Like the little ear
every
cover.
once in a while. Yeah, every
Ear
once in a
flap.
while I see one like hair coming out. I'm like, bro, what is this? And then like I tweeze it out and it hurts. But yeah, I am a
I
hairy
dig
person.
tweezers. I didn't like tweezers
I am
before
hairy.
because I'm like, ouch, but it works.
Tweezers are they're Right.
They're really good.
We're past 30 seconds, right? Okay. Have anybody tried to tweeze their balls? I feel like that's like the worst.
I would not.
That's stupid. That's just dumb.
I'm not doing that. I don't care
That's
what.
just that is just dumb.
That just sounds like a bad idea. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I feel like that would just hurt.
It's like
Have you?
no.
Is that why you're bringing it up?
No, I've thought about it
like
though.
I'll just be like, fuck it.
Because you
I'll
know.
just be like, just wax it. At
Oh.
that point, just wax it. Like,
What? No,
that
just
sounds
shave it like a
worse.
regular person.
No,
What's
because
wrong
you know
with
when you tweeze something, like the hair stays away longer, right? Because you took out the whole like follicle or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like,
like when you wax it, yeah.
but dude, waxing your
Okay.
testicles sounds horrible.
I'm just gonna. I'll stick with. I'll just have the little fro.
I
and
would
stuff.
rather
It's okay.
I would rather have it all taken out at one pull than have to go through each little string.
So
of hair.
here's where my thought process went when you said that. Before we start
Could we
with the actual
thank
shit,
The guests.
well, I'm gonna thank them after I give them
Where's-
this visual. So look, so you know how the skin down there in that area is very loose, right? Because that's just by how it is on the sack area. So when they go to yank the wax part off, you're just, it's just gonna go, like it's just gonna go, and you might rip your sack. Now, Rafa, you're saying you'd rather do that than tweeze the individual hairs?
Yes,
I don't like where any of this conversation is going.
I have a strong ball sack, Alex. A very strong ball sack.
A strong ball sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much can your sack bench?
250. 250.
Damn.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
ball.
Woo. That's
So it's a good ball sack.
Yeah.
On
something light, a quick 250 on the sack.
Right.
A quick
Nothing
250,
crazy.
Yeah, every once in a while, I could kind of bust out a 300, but not too often.
It depends
kinda
on
Bust
how you
out a
slept.
300
Right.
is wild.
Depends on how
That's
you
kinda
slept the night
blunt.
before.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha,
Depends
gotcha.
if I've had my protein, I had my chalky milk.
Okay. Well,
Because everybody knows that protein is chalky milk. Chalky
Yeah,
milk
yeah.
is protein.
after that,
Yeah.
I want to take this moment to shout out our.
Chalky moo juice.
I'm trying to shout out people and quickly
Yes, please,
sidestep
thank
away
you.
from this conversation. I want to shout out our audio listeners over on all digital streaming platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, all them other stuff. Yo, shout out to y'all for listening. Hey, that's for you guys.
Yes, sir.
I seen the numbers. You guys,
yeah,
some of y'all are
mhm.
sharing it. I see it. Some people are sharing it. 'Cause we're
Yeah,
getting
we gotta step it up, man. You gotta share it. We
I
gotta grow the community, man. We gotta grow it.
Hecky yeah, man. So go ahead and I said hecky yeah. Don't share it and
that
cancel
works.
this podcast.
Heck
No, I like
yeah.
it. I like
I
it.
don't like
Heck
it.
yeah,
Heck
I like it.
yes.
Hecky yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, yo, shout out to y'all. I see you guys. I see we got some new unique listeners. Unique listeners.
Yeah, all y'all different.
Unique listeners.
Yeah, they're all unique.
My
In
tongue.
their own
Everyone's
beautiful
unique.
way.
My tongue did a backflip when I tried to say that. But
Everybody's different.
shout out to you guys, the people sharing it, the people listening, and to all of you guys that checked out our new podcast, the Does It Hold Up Movies. Shout out to
Yes.
you guys. You guys saw it. We
Yes,
did The
yes,
Matrix.
yes.
Reminder, this Wednesday, the 25th, Does It Hold Up Movies episode 2 coming out, and we're doing Saving Private Ryan. So if you haven't seen it recently, make sure to watch it and join the conversation. That's Wednesday at 6 a.m. That podcast will be up, so you can listen to it and find out if Saving Private Ryan is as good as you remember it or heard if you haven't seen it. So that's coming out. And I also want to shout out our YouTube viewership because that's the only place where we can see what we play while we pod.
Holy
Yeah, we can do that.
shit.
Yeah.
And today
Holy
that game is Gears
spaghetti.
Tactics on the
Yes,
Xbox
sir.
Series X.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Here's Tactics. I love this game.
This is such a good game.
It's
Such
really
a good
good.
game.
These are
Top
RTSs?
notch.
It's a
It's an RTS,
turn-based.
Yep. Real time.
It's a
Real-time strategy.
yeah,
time
but it's a little
strategy.
but it's a little different because traditionally RTSs are like Age of Empires or StarCraft. Like that was the original way the genre started. But
Right.
these are a little different.
They're
but-
turn based.
Yeah, so I think there's turn-based RTSs because Age of Empires and
Turn-based
StarCraft aren't turn-based. It's just go get your ass ate out. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, do that. This game's great. If you guys are looking for like a turn-based RPG turn-based RPG.
I don't. I
Like,
guess RTS. It's art. Let's just call them RTS.
Yeah, it's a real-time strategy.
I mean, it does have role playing elements in there though. You
Well,
level
true.
up your character, you have points and stuff
So
like
it's
that.
a
to get 'em stronger.
turn-based role-playing real-time strategy game. Boom.
Yes. You looked it up.
There you go.
No, I just put together all the
You
words that
just
we
put
were.
words together.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hell
I'm gonna get you.
yeah.
I'm gonna real time. No. Let me say turn-based real time. Nope. Turn-based role-playing real-time strategy game. All right, easy.
Are you just?
It's just a TBR PRTSG game. Hey, there you go.
Everybody knows
Ah,
that. Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
get with it. You know, there's
Some
MOBAs,
light.
there's FPSs, and then there's TBR PRTSG games. You know, simple.
Right. Everybody knows that. Beep, beep, beep,
Hey. Say
Everybody
beep, beep,
knows
beep, beep, beep.
Everybody knows.
I love those games.
Everybody knows.
So we didn't talk about it last week, and we were supposed to, Rafa. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
So I guess I can ask you
Yeah.
guys now since we're talking about the games. I turned it on for a second. I saw the opening cutscene to it, and right before we were about to start playing, I turned it off so I can play Assassin's Creed because I don't want to start a whole new game when I have like 3 to beat. So I
Right.
didn't get a chance to play it yet, but I want to know you guys' opinions on it, and we can just jump into what are we playing this week, baby, right after that.
Word.
So let's go ahead and so give me your hot takes on the game. No, for real, is it good? Because I do want to play it, but if it sucks, I'm not gonna waste my time.
I love it. I
It
think
doesn't
we
suck.
spoke about it before, no?
No, we didn't. We were supposed to, but we didn't.
No, we didn't. Yeah,
We forgot. We forgot to talk about it. It's a great game, man. It still has that Gears feel. It says that Gear. It captures that Gears essence.
Mhm.
But it's a different way to play it, you know. And it really depends. Like it's really cool because each character they're like their own class. You know, there's like a medic, there's like a heavy, there's a scout. So each character has his own different passives and all different abilities they can do.
cool.
And each character has, they're not everybody's running around with a with a Nasher and like a Lancer.
Oh, it's not
You
just
know,
shotgunning each other all day like Gears Online.
Mm.
no, you have to really pick out like the main guy. I forgot his name, but he has a Lancer, and
His name's Gabe.
his
Gabe?
partners is Gabe. Yeah,
Isn't
Gabe.
it
He has a
Gabe
Lancer.
Diaz?
Yes. He has a Lancer, he has a pistol, and he has stem grenades that heal your allies.
That's cool.
He has this old guy that follows him around. He has the Retro Lancer, a pistol, and frag grenades. And then later on, there's other people you can get on your team. This is one girl on my team who has a Nasher, pistol, and frag grenades. This is one guy who has the Mulcher, pistol, and frag grenades. So it's one main gun and then like a pistol, and then like and whatever type of grenades you want to bring along with you. So
Mhm.
like you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna run around shotgun everybody, because not everybody has a shotgun. So it really is like you kind of have to pick out, okay, where am I going to position my guys? Where I'm going to have them flank? If I'm going to need them flanking, am I going to have them like Overwatch is a feature in RTSs like these where a certain area they're watching. So if a character runs to that area, they get to shoot them for free.
That's cool.
So there's
Right.
different abilities they have where they could you can kind of force the characters kind of move in a certain direction, so you can catch them by surprise. And the cool thing with Gears is that tactics is that they have the executions are still there, or like if you have a Lancer or like the Retro Lancer, you
Yeah.
can like you can, if you have a chance, you can run up to someone and just chainsaw them. Or if you have the Retro Lancer, you can like choose a bad guy, and if they're in your line of sight and you could run straight at them without being interrupted, you can kill them in one go with the Retro Lancer, like the how like in Gears 3 you will hold B and the guy will start running, like and it like stabs them. Like you can do that.
That's dope.
If you down someone, you can kill them and like gain more points, because it's all based on a point system.
Right.
Each character has about 3 points where they could walk around, they could attack someone, they could buff someone else. Like, so every action you do takes a point away, or depending on what it is, it could take 2 or 3 points away. And then you can do certain abilities, certain actions that give points back to yourself and into your other characters. Now, I've played other RTSs, turn-based RTSs. The one that I've played more recently was that Mutant Garden of Eden one.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact name of it. Um, I enjoy both, but the mutant one is a lot harder. It's a lot more restrictive what you can do. So I found myself having to really think about how am I gonna face the bad guys in that game more than Gears. Gears is a lot more lenient on how you can deal with these guys.
Hmm.
Especially where everybody you can your whole squad could have frag grenades, and you can in one turn you can just throw frags. Like your squad has about 4 people in them, so you have about four frag grenades with you, and if you're enough range, you can literally wipe out like at least 10 people with those frags in one turn.
Hmm.
And which is like really easy. Or like for example, if you let's say you're in a good position where you can hit multiple people, you can sit there and use your points to literally shoot people about like three times
Yeah.
back to back to back. And the muting game in the Garden of Eden game or whatever that game's called, you can walk up, you can find your position and only attack once, and that's your turn for that character. So I like Gears because it's you get to kind of play around with it more because it's a lot more looser with its rules.
Right.
But I find I could find there were times where I would just kind of like I'm just gonna attack them directly because I feel like I don't really need to kind of plan out my attacks here, just because I have so much freedom to kind of just like spam attack almost. So it's fun, but there's certain situations where it doesn't really push you to really think about, should I flank, should I hold off, should I really plan out my attack, should I be more sneaky here. Yeah, it's more like you can kind of go guns blazing more than other RTSs that I've played before. And that's nothing. It's not taking away anything from Gears, because Gears is that Gears, you go guns blazing and no matter what in Gears. So it still has that Gears essence. You can go around killing everybody. Um, but it is a lot more lenient on a lot of things you can get away with compared to other RTSs.
I agree with what you're saying that like the rules and stuff are a little looser with what you can do,
Yeah.
but I think that opens up the door for more strategy because later on in the game, like I don't know how far you're into it, uh, there's like times when you have to like hold a position for a certain amount of time,
Right.
or
Right. Right.
certain things like that. So it later on it starts to challenge you on like, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, but like what is the optimal thing to do? Like what is probably the best thing to do? Which
Right, and the cool thing is that it kind of gives you that freedom where you can kind of goof around a little bit more too. You don't have to be like, you don't just have to be like, oh, how am I going to get through this? You can be like, oh, what fun ways can I get through this? Or I can do it this way, but like, I can do it this way also. So you do have your options on how you can, face people. But just my point is that I just feel like I said, it's a bit looser. Like just if
yeah.
I feel like I don't have to really like later on I've been in certain fights later on where I'm like, dang, I really have to think, what am I gonna do here? Because certain times they kind of just pile on the enemies.
Yeah.
Like when they're wretches and they have the e holes that show up, so you have to focus on the e hole first before you kind of move on to everything else. So certain situations they do kind of push you to like, okay, like you've been kind of running and gunning here, but now I want you to really think about what you're doing, which
Hmm.
which is fine. But the thing is, going from the Eden game where it has big difficulty spikes compared to what Gears is. Gears is, I don't say it's a walk in the park, but you can
It's
breathe
tamer.
easier playing. Yeah, you can breathe a lot easier in Gears than other RTSs,
Hmm.
which is not a bad thing. I'm really enjoying my freedom. Because
And
there are certain times
it looks
where
great.
it looks amazing. It looks so great.
It's
It looks
beautiful.
amazing, and it looks amazing to me. And I'm playing on the original Xbox, and it still looks great. So
Um,
like I'm like John has to be having like seizures and how beautiful it looks over there.
I'm like foaming at the mouth looking at the game. It's pretty.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm frothy.
so
I'm out here frothy.
is the game good?
I would, yes.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yes.
I would
It's
definitely say.
yes.
Okay.
It's
And
good. I would. Okay. Okay, this is how I know the game is good. I would have paid for this game. I'd have
Gross.
went and bought this
Same.
Gross.
game. Yeah.
You people are disgusting.
I would tell you, Alex, it is a perfect game to get you into this type of RTS style. Because I know you don't necessarily, I wouldn't say you don't like them, but you don't really dive into them as much.
Yeah.
Except for like Age of Empires, but that's not exactly the same. The more XCOM style, Mario Rabbids type thing. I think it's the perfect game to kind of get your foot in the door. One, because it's the Gears. It's just Gears, so you already have
It's
that.
Gears,
You already
yeah.
have that love for it. But two, it's like it's literally Gears. The way that Gears fits into this model is striking. How well it works.
Yeah.
I remember when it first got announced, I'm like, what the hell? Like, how the hell are you gonna do that? That's gonna be weird. But playing it, it's like they captured Gears in a strategy game, and it works.
And it works
So like,
so
if you
well.
even had if you even had an inkling of trying an RTS, and you're just a fan of Gears, it is great. It is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have an awesome time.
Yeah,
Okay.
And it has like full customization too. Like it's really cool.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
make you can make their armor all shiny and pink or red or whatever color
Mm-hmm.
you want to make it. And then the whatever you make their armor look, it carries into the cutscenes, which is
Yeah.
really cool to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
you level them up, you can
Mm-hmm.
you know you build your squad,
Okay,
you
okay.
rank them up, you put attachments and stuff. Like my Gabe has like a barrel drum on his Lancer. There's like a bunch
So-
of stuff you can do to it.
Oh.
It's really really good.
Okay, well, it looks
Yeah,
like I
and
don't have to play the game anymore because you guys just talked the whole fucking thing. So now I know
Did I
everything
say the
about
narrative?
it.
Did I tell you what it's
Might as
about?
well. That's the only thing that's missing. I
Did I
can
tell
just
you what
watch
it's about?
I
Did I
can just
tell you
watch
what
the
it's about?
cutscenes online
How
and
about you
figure
play
it
the
out.
game? How about you
Fuck.
play the game?
Like, damn.
How about that?
I just asked if the
And-
game was good. Now I know everything about it.
And it's really cool. The story
Shut
it's
up.
really cool because it kind of gives you more lore, more
Context.
background into the Gears world. It's really cool.
Okay, now I don't have to play the story. Thanks,
Shut up,
guys.
stupid.
All done.
Play the stupid game, stupid.
I am gonna play it.
Yeah, stupid.
I am gonna play it.
It's a good game.
I have to beat other games. I do this thing
Oh,
where
you mean the games you are playing this week, baby? Slap that
Nice.
shit.
now I'm not gonna
Nice,
press the
John.
button. Now
Slap
I'm
that
not,
shit.
Now I'm not gonna press the
What
button.
are you playing with, baby?
Hey. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, it's time to go into what games are we playing this week, baby. We're gamers, obviously. We play games, obviously, outside of the podcast, outside of YouTube, and we like to take this time to share it with you guys. So, John,
Yeah.
what games have you been
What?
playing this week, baby?
Well,
And don't say
I've
Gears
play-
Tactics.
but I have
Okay.
been.
Next
But I
game.
really have.
Next game.
Okay, Gears Tactics for sure.
What'd I just say?
I have been playing. I'm trying to go down the list, sir. Gears Tactics for sure.
Nice.
I've also been playing a lot of Valhalla,
Nice.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have like 30 some hours in the game, and I don't feel like I'm anywhere near close to beating it, so it's great.
Nice.
I beat the Call of Duty campaign.
Nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was actually very very good. Even though like I'm not one to really care for the campaigns, but they did a really really good job with it. Played zombies with my homies. What else did I play? I guess I'll throw Smite in there. I played.
Yeah, you better say that, John. You son of a
I
bitch.
guess I'll throw Smite in there. Yeah, I played
Better
Smite a
say
little.
that.
Not proud of it, but mostly Valhalla and Call of Duty, with sprinkles of Gears Tactics. Has been my week.
And
What
some-
about y'all?
Me?
Nobody.
Alex, shut up. I want to go.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to say something so I can interrupt you. I played Smite with my best friend John. That was great.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey.
interrupt me
I
again,
don't even
bitch.
appreciate that game.
I played Call of Duty with my friends like Alex and John
I was
and
also-
everybody
I was also
else.
there.
and everybody else. What What else did I play? I played No More Heroes. I'm loving it. So much fun. I was just playing Smash right before we started doing this, so that was
You
fun.
played it during us doing this.
I heard it.
No, I played.
heard it.
I played one. I played one match and I won, by the way. So pretty happy
Oh,
about that.
well, congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you,
Right.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would have been really mad if I lost that online match. Of course, shout out to Alex, man. Of course, always playing Hearthstone. Can't not play
Hey.
Hearthstone. Shout
Oh,
out to
wow.
Alex for that one.
You're still playing Hearthstone.
Yeah, hell yeah. The new expansion just came out. All new cards.
Did not know that. Did not
Yep. So it's getting good. It's getting cray up in Hearthstone. Let's see what else did I play. Gears Tactics. Ooh, I'm trying to think here. What else did I play?
I played
Ooh,
Burnout
oh,
Paradise. No,
Hey,
you're done.
not
Shut up.
You're
done.
No,
done.
I'm
You're
not
done.
done.
You're
I'm
done.
not done. I'm not
You're
done.
done.
I'm not done.
Oh, man.
I'm not done. I'm not
Done.
done. I played Halo with my best friend Alex and John. How'd you
Did
guys
play
forget
Halo.
me?
You're right.
You
We
bunch
played.
of a bunch of animals.
I didn't count that
And-
because you played so horribly. It didn't.
Yeah, I would. I feel like me and Alex played it. You
Yeah.
were there.
You just died.
I suggested it, so I'm
You
taking
did.
credit
You
for
did
that one.
suggest
All
it.
right.
You
Yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
suggest it.
And I have not played this game just yet, but I want to bring it
why?
up. Shh, Alex, I'm gonna punch you through this phone.
It's
Okay.
what he's gonna play this week, baby.
What I'm going to play.
I
and-
love
and-
this
and-
segment because it's constantly
and-
evolving. Last week was who you in a party chat with, baby, and now is what games are
Now-
you thinking about playing,
what,
baby?
What
No,
you planning
no.
to play, baby?
See, it's not what I'm thinking. I am gonna play this game, and if you will stop interrupting me, so I can talk about it. So, as you guys know, I have a best friend named Ricardo. You guys know my best friend Ricardo, right?
Oh,
Alex and John?
now,
You have
Now
many
he's
best
your-
friends. It's
now
hard
he's your
to
best
keep
friend.
track.
now
It's
he's
hard
your
to
I
keep
best
track
friend.
of all your best friends.
I have a lot of best friends. You guys are jealous, I know. So
I'm not.
he messaged
Not
me.
really, but
He messaged me. I don't know. Shut up, best friend John. He messaged me out of nowhere.
You know when you highlight an entire page, that's what Rafa's best friend list is. Like you
Yeah,
might as well have
exactly.
not highlighted anything.
Shut up, best friend Alex. You talk too
Okay.
much.
Oh, that's cool.
So
shut up, friend.
yeah. So Ricardo messaged me yesterday. He's like, "Hey, what's your email on Xbox?" And I was like,
Oh,
"This is
you're
it."
right.
I'm like, "This is it. Why?" He's like, "I got you a gift." I'm like, "Okay." And then I opened up what he sent me, and he sent me Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yup.
So,
Right.
and I told him, just because you sent me this game, I'm actually gonna sit down and play it and not be biased towards it.
Welcome.
Because you guys know I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed. I've talked a lot of shit about these games on this podcast, but
That's the
because my best friend Ricardo sent me the game for free, I'm gonna actually give it a chance and play it, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think by next week. So next week,
You is not going to get through the game in a week. I'll tell you that much.
okay,
Hold on, hold on, wait, hold
Hold
on,
on,
wait,
no.
wait, I'm not done. Next week, that game is
I
like
love-
60 hours long.
That game is legit.
Which
50,
I
60
was
hours long.
about to say. I love being interrupted by you guys. I was gonna say I'm gonna give you my first thoughts and impressions next week on this segment. That's what I was gonna say. So tuned. Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Xbox.
I look forward to you buying Valhalla. Can't wait.
I can't wait for you to be wrong.
We'll see, fellas, because
Full disclosure, we were also off the Assassin's Creed franchise until
Yep.
we played Odyssey.
Yep.
So
Odyssey was the one that made me go back and beat all the other Assassin's Creed.
Just
That
saying.
I want you to know. I
But-
stopped playing Assassin's Creed after Black Flag,
same.
and Odyssey made me go back and beat all the other ones. So just keep that in mind.
for whatever happens in the future, I just want to say shout out to Ricardo for that. That was unexpected. I loved my present that I received on John's birthday. It was the
Right.
greatest thing ever.
I didn't get Odyssey on my birthday, but that's okay.
No, I got a present for your birthday. It was great. I loved it. Shout out to Ricardo for that. Thank you so much, dude. So I'll keep you guys updated on my journey of Assassin's Creed.
You're gonna be updating us for the next like 2
I just
months.
got HBD. Ricardo. My present from Ricardo was HBD. Happy birthday. That's all I got.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a whole video
and
game.
you're
I
lucky
a
you
whole
got
game,
that.
Yeah.
For real, and who knows? I might not have gotten that before.
Like
This man got a whole video game.
super side note. Do you guys remember a long time ago we were getting together to celebrate John's birthday? And I told my mom to buy me shoes for John's birthday.
Yup,
and she
I
bought me
remember.
shoes.
Yeah,
I
that was my
remember
that was my 21st birthday.
and I was showing off my shoes on your birthday.
And we were
Yeah,
roasting
yeah.
you. We were roasting
like,
you
check
because
out
you
my
got
shoes.
shoes. You
Yeah,
got
I got
shoes for
shoes.
John's birthday.
for
And
John's
I was like,
birthday.
you're
It was-
welcome. And you said
was a
happy
great
birthday
present.
with your kicks.
Yeah, it was a great present for John's birthday.
Yeah, that's great.
that
Rafa
was great.
stays getting gifts on John's birthday, man.
For real, man.
I-
Was
I
I
love
born
it.
or you born? Like, what the fuck?
I'm hijacking your birthday, John. It's
Little
my
by
For
little.
birthday.
real.
Little brother, he got shoes and now a video game. But anyway, I'm
Yeah.
playing Burnout Paradise. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That game's good. You all tripping. Paul out here trying to get me to play Forza. Burnout's a superior racing game. I said it.
That's
Uh,
just wrong.
It's not.
Wow.
It's not.
Forza is
Crash
a
a car
much-
in Forza and Crash a car in Burnout.
I
Tell
will
me
s-
which
I
one's
will
more
say
lit.
this. If
We just were lit.
if Burnout had the visuals of Forza, then I would agree. But
That
is
is
not
the
the
most
case.
shallow reason to like a car game. Oh, it
Yeah.
looks better.
Mm,
That changes
no.
nothing of how it
if
plays.
the game is ugly, then it's not good.
Yeah.
If the game is ugly, it's not
That
good.
is not accurate in the slightest bit. But
You're a hater.
it's all good. I'm a hater. Anyway, Burnout Paradise. That's where it's at. That game is lit. Playing Black Ops. I beat the story. Whatever. Cold War. Story was cool. I liked it. Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Valhalla. I'm playing that on and off. And Resident Evil 4. I'm almost done with that. So that is
Oh, yeah,
the
you were doing that.
majority of shit that I played this week. I fell off Hearthstone. That's gone.
Ooh, Alex, I need to play you, man. I want to see how you're doing.
I just said I fell off it. Like, how you think
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
like you're done. You're done with
No,
it?
no, no, no. I'm not done. I'm not done. I just haven't picked it back up for a little bit because all the other shit.
Okay.
I just got the Series X and all this other stuff. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play that. So
I need to play you because I played Hector recently
Mm.
and I beat him. He was talking all that smack, saying he could beat me now.
Hector was never good at Hearthstone though. Like he put hours into it, but he was never
Got
like,
him.
good.
Attack.
Yeah, but remember recently he was saying like, "Oh, I can beat you this and that."
Yeah,
Whatever.
but that's
He was
Hector in
telling-
every
Y'all
game.
always say that.
Yeah.
Real quick. And for the people listening, make sure to comment in the comment section down below on YouTube or tweet at us what games you were playing this week, baby, so that we can have a conversation and maybe there's a game that we haven't played that we should try. I
Yeah,
still
like-
have to try the
Like when
Final
Hector
Fantasy
sent,
game.
like when Hector sent Genshin Impact or whatever the fuck.
I actually tried Genshin Impact. The only game I haven't tried is the Final Fantasy 14, the online one that Eric recommended because I had to pay for it.
Ah.
But I will pay for it.
yeah,
That's the
I
other one. But
downloaded
we will
that
try
Impact
them
game.
and review it.
I downloaded it and then I just deleted it. So
I
effort
didn't-
made.
I did not download that.
Yeah. Well, because you're a bunch of animals, but
Why am I animal?
like,
I downloaded it.
sound off below because who knows? Maybe there's a game out there that I don't know or that we don't know, and it might actually be good. But we never had a chance to
Actually,
try it.
Hector's the reason why I didn't play it because he said, "Oh, we can play together," and then he's like, "Oh no, you got to get to like level 43 or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm not doing that."
No, it was like
Delete.
it was like level 15. He said.
Yeah, I'm not
It
doing
was like
that.
a crazy level.
Yeah.
Like level
I
15.
tried. I still tried it. Like it's a decent game. I just didn't want to do all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I have a lot going on
Anyways.
right now. Like,
Busy guy.
Anyways.
Busy guy.
I have a lot going on.
I want to play you, Alex, because you've been the only person that's actually given me, I don't say trouble, but there's been like a back and forth at least with Hearthstone.
because
sounds
I got
like
this
trouble.
natural skill in games where if I
That sounds like
care,
trouble.
I pick it up and I'm in it. So I'm down. I gotta get back in there and
Is-
get acquainted with the new cards. 'Cause
I'm
I
s-
didn't even know
I'm-
that
uh,
update.
Yeah, that just came out though. Like you're not like super behind. Like I'm still getting used to the new cards myself.
Oh, perfect. So I'll just hop back in then. Perfect. So let's
Yeah,
do it.
and John, it's not trouble because for the most part I can handle myself, but every once in a while Alex comes busts out a deck that I'm not used to.
So,
I
but,
don't
but
know,
you
man.
want to
That
know?
sounds like
You want to
trouble.
know why it's trouble? Because he put like 40 million hours into it, and I didn't. So mine's just skill, and his is like practice,
No.
thought out strategies. That
Alex
he's been,
is like
No,
actual
no.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah,
Like he's Yu-Gi.
No.
Like where it's just all heart of the cards. You're like the villains who like put all that money into the game
yeah.
and still lose.
Kaiba, what the fuck? I'm Kaiba.
So you know exactly who you were. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Kaiba's cool.
Yeah, he
Kaiba
lost
gets
to
Gucci.
Yugi. Yeah, but he lost.
Yeah, but you know the only reason he lost because Yugi had plot armor because it's bullshit.
It doesn't
Is
matter.
It,
It is.
It doesn't matter. You lost.
is it?
You know, it's bullshit.
He took that
Heart of
L,
the cards. Heart of the cards. It's bullshit and it's fake.
It works for me in real life all the time. So
no, it does
yes,
not.
it does.
Yes,
No,
it
it does not.
John, can
No,
you
it
bear
does
witness
not.
that
No, it
Heart of the
does not.
Cards
No, it
Alex
works?
does not.
Alex do be getting the heart of the cards.
See, it's real.
No, it does not.
And you know
No,
why it
does
doesn't work
not.
for you, Rafa? Because you don't believe in it. Because you just called it plot armor and fake. So therefore, it doesn't
Yeah.
work for you. You have to believe in it.
You don't
Alright?
believe in the heart of the cards. That's the problem.
It's like Santa. All right, you have to believe in Santa, so
Or
you can get
Jesus.
gifts. Okay, well, Jesus doesn't give me gifts, but so
gives
we're-
you salvation.
You know who I believe in? Ricardo, because he gave me something.
Heart of cards.
holy shit. But
That's shallow as hell.
hey, you know what, man? You know what? I'm really happy that Ricardo got you Assassin's Creed because it also turns out that Assassin's Creed Valhalla just had the biggest launch of the entire series. Shout out to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hey! That's it. That's the topic. Next topic. So Wonder Woman. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's it. Shout out to that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Valhalla. I'm having a blast with it. If you're thinking about getting it, definitely get it. It's a fantastic game. It deserves all the praise it's getting.
And it's going on sale for Black Friday. I just found out. So go ahead and buy it.
Yeah. So fuck us, right?
Yeah, right. Fuck us paying full price, bitch. But anyway, it's coming out. Black Friday's gonna be a sale. So Rafa, if you manage to get 60 hours into Odyssey, within the next, before Black Friday, which is next week, you can pick up Valhalla for a discount. There you go.
There you go. Look at you.
Shout out to you.
Turns
It's
out you might like it.
most likely that's not gonna happen, but okay, I'll keep that in mind.
We'll
Just
see.
keep it. Just keep it in the back of your head. Just keep
Alright,
it in the
keep
back
it
of your mind.
in
Keep
the
it in your
pocket.
mind. That's
Keep
it.
it in the pocket,
You
yeah.
know, Black Friday rolls
about
around. You're like,
about it.
ooh, you know.
Think about it.
Right.
Never
But-
know.
A real cool, a real for real topic, and a really cool one that I'm actually excited for is that
My birthday.
Wonder Woman
Sorry,
is coming to HBO Max and theaters on Christmas.
Yes,
Hey, that is crazy news. Everybody knows movies this year due to whatever's happening with the world. I can't say it because YouTube doesn't allow it.
They don't like us.
We can't.
No, the big old thing happening in the world is then the reason why we gotta wear masks. There you go.
There you go.
Everybody knows
There you go.
the thing.
Clean. Because I was gonna say some outlandish shit, but movies have been pushed back. Tenet tried to go ahead and single-handedly save the theater industry. Did not work because
Can't do
just
it.
can't do it. Can't do it. The times aren't allowing
Can't
for
do
it. So Wonder Woman, Warner Brothers, all these people decided to, hey, let's put Wonder Woman on HBO Max and theaters, the limited release theaters that we can, and see what happens. That is a great move, in my opinion, and it's going to drive subscribers and HBO Max to go up, which for the foreseeable future, that is going to be the future. You know, movies have tried it throughout the year. We've had Trolls drop digitally. We've had Scoob drop digitally. And there was another movie that dropped digitally. A couple of them. Fuck it. Streaming.
Sonic.
No, Sonic didn't drop. No, I saw it in
Sonic did not
theaters.
drop.
It's also digital though.
Well, it came out.
Well, that's not the same.
No, yeah.
My question is Wonder Woman? Are you gonna have to pay for it, or is it just gonna be
So,
part of HBO Max?
Based on what I
catalog?
read and seeing and their business practices, it's not going to be paid. It's going to be exclusive to the streaming service. So it's just like if it dropped on there, you can watch it.
Okay,
Cool.
because
Mulan was the only one that
because
did
Trolls.
Yeah.
Because Trolls and I think Scooby Doo, you had to pay for them still.
that. Yeah, because those movies dropped straight to digital. This is different. This is releasing on a streaming platform. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So you're not going to be able to buy this movie on like Google Play Movies, for example, or Apple. It's essentially like an exclusive thing that HBO Max has.
With HBO.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. So
That's the difference there. Mulan had a similar thing where they dropped exclusively on Disney Plus, but you had to pay like $30 to see it. And we're well past the 30-second point. Fuck that. I'm not gonna pay. Still not paying $30 to see Mulan. There's that. But I'm really happy that this is coming free. It's gonna drive. I think it's great that they're using those properties to kind of make the value of HBO Max go up because they have some really cool stuff on there already. And this is just gonna add to it, and it makes sense.
yeah, HBO like legit. HBO Max is like a really big contender for like your streaming service. Like they have a lot of great shows and movies on there,
Yeah.
and it kind of
Also-
like it kind of
No
like
practice.
it kind of like sneaked up on how like awesome HBO Max was. Like you always hear about it, but like and not until like recently when I was able to kind of look at what they had, I was like, wow, they have some heavy hitters on it.
Dude,
Some really great stuff on
they
here.
do, and the Studio Ghibli stuff that they have, dude. Like they have a ton of
It's
really cool
stacked.
stuff. Yeah.
They have South Park. They have all of South Park.
Yep.
They have the Boondocks. They have um Lovecraft Country, which I still
Mhm.
Yeah.
love that show. All the Studio Ghibli stuff. Now they're gonna have Wonder Woman.
They
Well
have
they
all the
have
DC films. The DC
they have
because DC
right.
had an
They
app
have
before, like that you can see the shows like Doom Patrol and all that. They're on here now.
right.
Yeah.
If for those who love it, they have the Matrix trilogy on there. I mean, that's where I saw the Matrix for the podcast that we just did about the movies.
Yep.
Like there's so much on there. It's like wow, how did I not have this service before?
And
You
it,
know,
it updates with the actual HBO movies that they have in rotation too, which is just it's such a great thing that we're not paid to talk about, but it's such a great product. Like it's cool. It's
it's
cool.
really good. Like
Yeah.
I can see myself booting up HBO Max over like Hulu or like Netflix.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
I do be doing that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's on there, which is just freaking great.
Also,
yeah,
that
and
Fresh Prince
the
reunion
reunion
was
one, yeah.
fantastic.
Do not
I
say
don't know if
a
y'all.
word.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I teared up a little bit. It made me
Let's
feel.
let's do this thing. Let's do this. We'll watch it and we'll talk about it next week.
Okay, yeah, because
Alright,
I want to
watch
see it.
it.
I want to see it.
I want to see it too. Yeah.
Shoot, it got me in my feels. I'll tell you
And you
that
know what's
much.
funny about that? Like I was telling you, like you don't even like the show too much, like I do.
Yeah.
So
I,
you,
oh, hold up. Wait.
no,
I like the show.
no, kiss my ass. I'm not letting you do this because when I was super hyped for it to be on HBO Max. I'm like hyped. I'm like I get to watch it. All this good stuff. You're like I don't care. Doesn't mean anything to me. Don't do
Well,
that.
that's
Don't
okay.
do
No,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
Oof.
Am I gonna go out to watch it? No, because I watched it when I was little. But
You
that
didn't watch
doesn't
the whole
mean
thing.
that it doesn't have a place in my heart. That don't mean that I don't like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I fucking love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You ain't gonna do that.
No, the
No,
way
you're
you
not about to tarnish. No, you're not about to sit here and tell me that
no.
I don't like Fresh Prince because I didn't buy HBO Max for Fresh Prince. Eat my dick.
Have you loaded up Fresh Prince one time on HBO Max?
I have.
Liar. No, wait, hold on.
I have.
Before or after the reunion?
After the reunion.
Boo. Nope.
How are you gonna tell me I don't like the show?
Fake
That's
fan.
ridiculous.
Fake fan.
Right.
You sound
I
like
only I only grew up watching it with you. Suck a dick.
You didn't.
You sound
You didn't.
you sound
Suck
like
a dick.
you sound a little bit like a poser, bro.
You
I
watched.
don't know.
I saw you. You were watching like Jimmy Neutron and shit. I was out here
Whatever,
watching
dude.
big stuff.
Jimmy Neutron.
It was on
You
the
watched that,
same
dude.
channel.
You watching Jimmy Neutron, John?
Right. You
I
when
do
when
like
Fresh
Jimmy
Prince came
Neutron.
on, you cut that off.
If they do a
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron reunion,
How are they gonna do the
Like,
Jimmy
bark,
Neutron
bark.
reunion?
Bark, bark.
they animate it. They're older.
Yeah, they're older.
Stupid.
Yeah.
That never works
He's
out
like-
well.
He's like, my name is James Neutron now.
My name is James.
Do you know that never works
Yeah,
out well?
no.
Those reunion like
I was like, bark, bark.
animated
Nah,
show
this works
things
good.
where they go older. That never works well, ever.
You didn't like
Also-
Rugrats
All grown up?
or whatever?
No, that was horrible. No, the
All
whole
grown up was
charm,
not
the whole charm of that show was that they were babies and now they're teenagers. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about y'all.
You don't like the all grown up.
No, the
You don't
song
like the
was
song?
lit. Don't get me wrong, but like the show itself was like this is ass.
I
Sound
like the
pretty-
concept. I thought it was cool to see them
You sound
older.
pretty hateration right now, Alex.
Yeah, you sound like you're a hater.
I don't care.
Hater boy.
That's it.
See you later, boy.
Hey,
Also,
go ahead.
a new trailer dropped for the Justice League Snyder cut, and we got to see more of what the hell is his name?
Superman.
Darkseid.
Oh,
Got to see more of Darkseid, and they're teasing a lot of Cyborg's origin story, and it's looking pretty dark. Okay. Also, got to shout that out because that's also coming to HBO Max.
did it look dark because it was in black and white?
Also, because it was in black and white,
Okay.
but it does look, it looks good. I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
I saw that an article came out saying that it's going to be over 150 minutes of never seen footage that just didn't get used.
Yep.
I'm like, that is well over
That's-
2 hours of movie that we've
Yeah.
never seen.
That's 2 hours of movie that didn't get used for whatever reason, even though it was Joss Whedon. It's Zack Snyder's movie.
So I am, man, the more news that comes out about it, I'm excited. Like, of the actual movie, not the drama surrounding the directors and all that shit, but
Right.
the actual like, oh, we have so much footage we never use, and I'm like, oh, movies always say that, but fucking 150 minutes. That is so much. That is
That's
a whole other
nother
movie.
movie.
That's a whole other 2.5 hour movie. That's not accurate. Yeah, bro, just about.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about.
No, that's about right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No,
So,
that's a whole nother movie. That's insane.
I'm excited for it, alongside with all the touch ups and everything. It's gonna be dope. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope it's gonna be dope.
I'm excited.
I hope it's cool because I could not stand the Justice League. I couldn't watch it.
Oh, that movie's horrible. Hey, side note, this is old, but did you know the guy who played the Flash? You know he choked out a woman in like April.
Ezra Miller?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hell yeah! I did not know that.
Whoa.
Were they having consensual sex?
No, he choked her out like on camera or something. I don't know. I didn't read
For
too
a
much into
movie
it.
or-
Oh my
No,
god!
not for a movie. He legit like they think they pseudo canceled him on
Woo! Did not
in
know
April.
that.
You know how I know you didn't
Hey,
know that
man.
because you said hell yeah when I said that he choked a woman out.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Flash. That's you, man. Hell yeah.
He wasn't
That's fucking
fast
wild.
enough to avoid that camera.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Oh.
Is he grimy for you guys now? Is he grimy now?
Yes, we're not bringing that here. You're not doing that here. You leave that shit.
I wasn't.
You leave that shit.
I wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
But I kind of want to talk about it now.
No, we're
No,
not.
I'm not.
We're not doing that.
I'm just joking.
We're not talking about that.
I'm
No,
just
no,
joking.
no, no.
I'm just
Nah,
joking.
I am just also
He's
just joking.
goofing.
In a
just
quickie update though. So a couple weeks ago, I think it was on the podcast, John played Hitman, and he was really horrible at it. But IO
Hey.
Interactive, the developers who are making that, are making an original James Bond origin game.
Hell yeah. Thanks to me, y'all. You're welcome.
I am excited. They saw the podcast. They were like, "Yo, this dude is mad trash at Hitman.
No.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Let's make a James Bond game." That's how it happened.
Right.
They said this man knows what's up. They said this man is so skilled with a weapon stealth that we need to make a whole game based on him. That's what they
That's not how the song. Anyway, but yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I hope that. I mean,
I used
like,
to love the James
I was
Bond
just about to say
games.
the James Bond games, like for the grand majority of them, like throughout the decades, were pretty freaking great. Like starting from GoldenEye, moving on to like Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, Everything or Nothing. Like all those games were really good. So
I only played GoldenEye on the 64.
you never played like Nightfire on PlayStation and the Xbox and all that? Those are
No.
really good.
And then
No.
Everything or Nothing was the one that went third person.
Third
right?
person, yeah. And then after that was From Russia with Love. I think was that one. You played as a Sean Connery Bond, I think. And
Oh,
it was those games have a special place in my heart because I mean I grew up playing like all of them and they were always so like
Yeah.
so fun.
They were always so good.
Yeah. So
Man.
I'm
I'm
excited. Yeah. Anytime James Bond has a game, I'm with it. And we haven't had one in a long time. I think the
Yep.
Yeah.
the last one that came out was that GoldenEye like
Remaster or
remake
something like
thing that was horrible. Like I
Which is
heard.
bullshit because didn't they also like swap GoldenEye? Then they like swap James Bond for Daniel Craig in that one?
Yeah, it was like a GoldenEye Reloaded something.
It was like a reboot remaster type deal. It was
Yeah.
weird.
Or actually, I might be tweaking. I think like one of the Daniel Craig movies had a movie tie-in game or something. I'm
They did. I
vaguely
remember
remembering that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, like nothing good, but yeah. I mean, whatever. I'm excited. New James Bond, especially coming from these
I'm
guys,
also
because the
excited.
Hitman games are really good. John's just really bad at them, but they're
I'm
really good at the Hitman game.
not.
Yeah.
So-
That was really good. Y'all haters.
But it'd be cool, man. Like if they do some of the sneaky stuff that the Hitman games do, mixed with like the more action oriented, because James Bond does both. He does the whole sneaky, let me get behind you type of ordeal stuff. Let me be in the vents doing technology shit, and he also does the hey, we're about to have a shootout now. Let's go. So that game's gonna
Gotta
be
like
cool
that.
to be especially for that developer. I think it's gonna be cool because Hitman's never really the whole let's have a shootout. So I think it'll be cool. I'm with it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Not the biggest fan of James Bond, but if it's anything like Hitman, I'll be down for it to play it. Hitman's cool. And GoldenEye sucks.
No,
You're just wrong.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We
He's
did a
just, no,
video.
you know what
Yes.
he's doing. No, you know what he's doing.
It sucks.
Don't
It
even,
sucks.
don't
It
even
sucks.
ask. Don't even.
It sucks.
Don't
I
even.
can't.
You know what you're
I
doing.
have a.
I
It's
see what it sucks.
happening. I'm taking the
No,
bait.
don't even do it.
I'm taking the bait. He's
Yeah,
baiting me.
take the
No, I'm not.
bait.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Hey,
Take
I mean,
you know,
guys, go.
you know who did take the bait though?
Hey.
You know who did take the bait? PlayStation 5. They took the bait.
Huh?
Ooh.
Because
What?
Xbox out here with their Game Pass program, right? You know, the best thing ever to happen to gaming ever.
The program.
You know, the Game Pass. You pay monthly membership, tie it in with your Xbox Live membership that you're already paying, and you have access to over 100 games. And now with EA Play, you have access to more games like Madden 15. PlayStation saw that and said, "Hey, I got a response to that coming." So PS5's got a diss track coming out. Yo, shout out to PS5.
Yeah.
And your diss track.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Yo, Game Pass, kiss my ass. We're doing a
Damn, got
PlayStation.
him. Bop.
We're playing the PlayStation, the station of games. That's what they're gonna call it. It's called PlayStation Station of Games.
You know what's? But like the thing about that is that PlayStation has gone on record to talk shit about Game Pass. Like not even a couple months ago, they were just talking shit, saying that they have no plans on doing anything like that because it's not feasible.
So this
Yeah,
is
we talked
just,
about it on here. We talked
Yeah.
about that.
This is
So
just
that's what I'm saying.
Sony.
Like it's such a Sony move.
This is Sony being
because-
Sony.
Because how many times they be talking shit about their competitors, see it works, and then bite their style. All of Nintendo.
Every time, everything. That's what I'm saying. Like this.
Like
these
that's my
news-
bias. That's my bias in this. Like that's my bias speaking. 'cause,
I
like,
don't.
you
I
were
don't have a
just talking
bias.
Shit.
I don't have a bias in the situation because here's my take on it. This is standard Sony procedure. Something new comes out.
Yeah.
They say, what the hell is that? That'll never work. Garbage. Get it out my face. We stick
it
to tradition
works.
around here. We're Sony. We have the PlayStation. Fuck you. Then they see the money and how good it is. Like, yo,
So, maybe-
check this
maybe
shit out that
we-
we just came up with. So, I mean, I think it's good. The Game Pass, we knew it was going to be a game changer, especially as it progressed and kept like growing in momentum and all this good stuff. We're seeing it now. I thought Nintendo was going to jump on it first, but I was wrong. PlayStation's going to do it. And it's good
really,
because
you thought Nintendo was gonna do that shit?
yeah,
first?
well, they already kind of sort of do it with their Nintendo throwback systems. Kind
I
of.
see what you're
You know,
saying.
you have to have the online access. So I thought, maybe throw some greatest hits on there, like the GameCube games or whatever. I thought they were going to do that. I don't know if they were
Uh-huh.
ever going to do Smash Ultimate, Luigi's Mansion 3, Breath of the Wild. I didn't think they were ever going to do that one. But I thought they were going to continue to do their throwback console emulation on the thing, and that was going to be their version. Because you have to pay the online service to get that, So I thought that's what
Right.
they were going to do. But Sony coming out and saying they have a response to it, I think it's great because everybody knows Sony has the better games, the better exclusives. So they have a lot of heat to play with. You can put
True.
God of War on there. You can put the Uncharted series on there. You can
But
put...
they already have something like that, no? With like PlayStation Now or something like that.
They have something similar, but the whole Game Pass system where they can kind of swap out and include new games moving forward. That's what I'm saying. Like you can have...
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It's like if their version of the Game Pass, are they gonna include new games like brand new titles in there for no extra cost? Because that's kind of the driving factor of Game Pass. It's like on top of the fact that you get 100 games, like over 100 games of like previous titles, Xbox classics, or just other titles in general. Now with EA Play, their new exclusives are automatically thrown in there on top of the fact that it's bundled with Xbox Live and the PC version of the Game Pass.
Yeah, so
So it's like
I don't know.
it's such a, and for $15, like that's a really good deal. So like how are you going to respond to that?
The only way they can is if their model's so different because they have exclusives. So they have consoles selling games. Their software can sell consoles. When I'm talking
Because
their games.
they can totally gear up for a subscription system.
No,
'Cause,
they could,
like,
and they'll
with
kill
their
it.
exclusives. With their exclusives, they can totally dominate the market.
I don't know about dominate the market because Xbox got all these partnerships and like no.
They have all the partnerships, but like PlayStation's exclusives just
Here's the thing about that.
unmatched at the moment.
Name me one thing that Sony ripped off that dominated the original. You can't. They have never done it.
I understand that, but the focus of this in this market, what's going on right now, is the games.
And here's why.
And-
And another thing why they can't
Sony's,
dominate.
and Sony has the best.
Here's
Like,
why. They have the best games, but they're single player. Those games
That's-
die.
Right, but
you know,
also that's
Do they though?
they
not-
die.
that's
They
not
die.
true.
No, they die. And by die
they?
I mean unless they're putting out constant story DLC to keep the money and prolong the life of that game, a single player game's player base falls dramatically faster than a multiplayer game. We're still playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. That game is like 5 years old, and the original game is over 10. It's online. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference there. And they can keep making money off of it, offering skins and all the other stuff. Single player games' lifespans are short. I'm not saying no one's playing God of War. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the money coming in isn't as much as it was when the game first launched because it's a single player game, and they're not going to go back and just continue to add DLC to God of War and stuff to keep people playing it on the Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Xbox has a lot of multiplayer games in there. Like years. That's it. Every time a new season comes out, they make more money because people buying into it. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference there.
I agree, but like at the same time, it's like sure they're single player games, but it's a lot of single player games, like quality single player games.
They have like 10.
They're not. That's way more than what we have. Like that's already better than what we have.
Right. Yeah, okay. And I agree they have better games, but I don't know about dominating the market because they have 10 single player games that you can only play there.
No, it's 10
I don't know,
quality
man.
games.
They're heavy
you're trying
hitters, though.
Yeah.
They're
No,
heavy
they are.
hitters.
I'm not even downplaying.
Spider-Man,
Last of Us 2
and
sucked.
God of War. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Still
matter.
heavy hitter.
There's still quality. Like
No, yeah,
that's
cool.
your personal opinion.
That's great. That's great. But I'm saying what's working with the Game Pass is the fact there's so many games on there, and the exclusives keep the core player base because it's online.
Right, but who's to say that like some of those games are AAA games, like just third party IPs? Who's to say that they can't also be on PlayStation?
They can, and more.
So
most likely they
imagine
will.
the games that are also on Xbox, or they come off of Xbox because they can go to PlayStation because they money there because there's more people playing on PlayStation. On top of the fact that they have their high quality exclusives, it's like if they do it the same way that Xbox is doing it, they could dominate that market.
I don't think they're gonna dominate shit.
They're just kind of short sighted because they're like, nah, we can't do that.
And a whole other reason why they're not gonna dominate shit is because you're locked into PlayStation. With Game Pass, you're not locked into the Xbox. You can play that shit on your phone, on PC, on everything else.
But how many people
but-
really
but-
use that?
but
A
people
lot of
fucking
people.
put-
I personally use it on PC and the Xbox, and there's two different catalogs of games there. A lot of them overlap, but there's
Right,
two
but
different catalogs
motherfuckers
of
who out
games.
here playing their PlayStation ain't trying to play on PC. They're gonna play on their
No,
PlayStation.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
We're having two different conversations. I'm speaking more on the comment of they're gonna dominate that market. They're not gonna dominate shit, is what I'm
And
saying.
I'm telling you why they would, because PlayStation people don't give a shit about that. They don't care about that. So if they have what we have minus PC, that doesn't mean shit.
It means a lot. There's a ton of PC players. Like, you're undervaluing that market right now.
I'm not undervaluing.
You
I'm not
just said it doesn't
undervaluing
mean
the market.
shit.
Alex, PlayStation people don't care about PC games like that. That's a super overgeneralization. I'm sure some do, but for the most part, I'm fairly certain that they don't care what the hell's on PC. And they probably have a PC. So like they can
Yeah.
probably play whatever the fuck they want anyway. But as far
Yeah.
as exclusives,
I don't know. Some of these
that's
pictures of
always
the
been-
PlayStation 5 and people coming out with their dusty ass setups. I don't know. These people probably don't have a PC.
That was
I
one
don't know.
picture.
That
you
was like
saw.
four. That was like four people
No,
pictures.
like-
Like four. Those four people didn't have it.
I don't know, man. The PlayStation's drive has always been the exclusive. So making a subscription service where you have third-party IPs
Okay.
on top of your quality.
Allow me to pose this
first
question.
party-
Allow me to pose this question. Real quick. If Nintendo came out with a Game Pass thing and had their exclusives on there, are they gonna dominate the market?
They actually might.
Yeah, they would.
You would think Nintendo would overtake Game Pass if they put their exclusives on there,
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
even
yes,
with moving forward all the studios that Microsoft has and all, like, not even including Bethesda,
Yes.
but adding Bethesda.
Yes.
You think that they'll
If-
overtake?
If Nintendo and
Nintendo,
Sony
woo!
literally If Nintendo or Sony literally just copied the exact same formula of Game Pass, they would dominate because they have
disagree.
quality first-party games. All the Mario games on it, like literally literally carbon copy the next Mario that comes out, the next Legend of Zelda, literally on that subscription service for X amount of dollars. Yes.
Yeah.
I disagree.
That's not even a question.
No,
You are wrong,
I disagree.
Alex.
No, I disagree.
That you are so wrong.
How am I wrong?
Alex,
Right now, Game Pass is ruling shit with no exclusives, nothing special that you can't play anywhere else. But they're ruining. They're ruling shit.
I wouldn't say they're
when the
ruling shit.
exclusives. Are you fucking kidding me? It shook it up to the point where PlayStation just literally doubled back and said. They were just talking shit. We talked about it a couple months ago. This program is so impactful that they walked that shit back, and now they're creating something. This is with no exclusives. This is with nothing special on it. We said it. We've been saying it. They have no games. That's how powerful that program is. Now, when the exclusives start rolling out, when Halo Infinite and all this other shit that they're cooking, because believe it, they're cooking, starts dropping on this, I don't want to hear that. PlayStation and Nintendo are gonna rule the shit because they have old ass games that they dropped a while ago and now they're on here. And yes, I'm downplaying it. They're classic games. I know. God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. Some of my favorite
old games.
Some of my favorite games are on there. Yes, I know.
It's literally if you just take the formula and you just put it on these other these other big companies. They would do it better than Xbox. They would.
But now
they just have better
you guys
games.
are yes, that I'm not arguing that they do, but you guys are forgetting where Game Pass is and who's running it. It's Xbox Live. That is the superior online system. PSN
that doesn't mean shit.
Entire. Are you fucking kidding me,
Alex? The point of the Game Pass is games, right? So
and where do you play the games online? On Xbox Live, where did you play?
Okay, but what does that matter if you don't have games to play?
But you have games to play.
100 games of people don't give a shit. When Sony has good catalog of games, independent games, like what are you talking about?
Bro, you can't. You are hyping up those exclusives that they have way too much.
I'm not. I'm speaking. What are you talking about?
Way too much. Here's because people already have those games, right? They already had them, right? So
not everybody got them.
Not everybody.
That's lovely. The majority of people that were gonna get those games already got them.
Or people who played the game before and go back and play it because they have the option to because it's in a digital service. Like just because I played a single player game doesn't mean I'm never gonna play it again.
Right.
Like that.
Exactly.
Like these games don't just die because I finished it.
Okay.
And they're good games.
Which games have you?
Value.
You yourself. Which games have you gone back and played?
Well, I don't have my PlayStation, Alex. You have
any single player game. I was talking generally. So when you beat Super Mario Odyssey, since we're talking about Nintendo, did you go back and play it again?
Well, no.
No. Okay. One. Luigi's Mansion. Did you go back and play that again after you beat it?
No, I did not.
Okay. So those are two very, very, very big, hard-hitting single-player games that Nintendo had. Okay, let's go back. Kirby. Did you go back and play that?
I didn't play Kirby.
Did you even play Yoshi? Did you even play Yoshi?
No, I didn't buy Yoshi.
Okay, now these are the first-party Nintendo games, and I just named you a ton of those drops.
Okay.
Animal Crossing. Do you still play that?
Not only that.
No, I'm not done. Okay, so those are the hard-hitting, big-ass games that Nintendo's playing.
I am not the demographic.
So there's that.
Nintendo fans would.
Okay.
Nintendo fans still do.
Right, but
Sony fans
what
do.
I am talking about
Sony
here
fans
is
would.
What I'm talking about here is the dominating of the market. In order to dominate the market, you got to be making money off of it. Nintendo, even if they put those games on, they cannot continue to capitalize on Odyssey, on Kirby, on Yoshi. The only game that they're constantly making money off of is Smash. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think if they did drop that, they were going to put Smash on there? The answer to that question is no, they're not. No, they're not, because the game is still selling. Because the game is still selling. Like the thing Nintendo has and why they're never gonna have it, they never stop selling those games. Why Nintendo's games do not drop in price is because they are constantly making money.
Now, I agree, but like, will they do the Game Pass service? I doubt it because their games just print money.
Right.
I'm saying if they literally just copied and pasted the formula of Game Pass, they would do it better.
I think
than
they would
Xbox.
lose. Well, hold on. No. Okay. Now, just because you said that, let me tell you why they're not. They don't even know how to do an online service. and that
Alex,
that has
I'm
been.
not talking about. I'm not talking about any of that.
It's
other
all
shit.
part of it. This is the
And
company
fuck
running
all of
it.
that. No, I'm talking about literally
No, but
just literally if they did what Xbox did, Sony or Nintendo, they like the amount of money that they would make versus Xbox would just be more.
I think they would lose money.
That's just true.
and this idea of like, oh, it's a single player game. You're never gonna go back and play it. Alex, you're playing single player games you played in the past.
That I never
you're playing
beat.
them now.
That I never beat.
But okay, but
Yeah.
that's still
And,
it's
and
still a
who's to
single,
say
but it's
somebody
still
else didn't? Like,
Okay.
Right.
No, okay. We're getting into
And
a
also-
specific group of people.
and also myself, I've beat BioShock like 3 times, like over and over again, and that's the trilogy itself. I've played the Batman games over and over again. I've played
Yeah.
Dark what's the name of the fucking game? Dark Space?
Dead Space.
Right.
Dead Space.
Dead Space. I'm sorry, Dead Space. I played those games multiple times, and they're all story games. Like, if you go back to these games at a certain point, just because you beat it once doesn't mean you're never going to go back and play it. I
Not
played
everybody.
GTA. Not everybody, but there is that demographic who will go back and play it. I'm one of those people. I've played GTA 5 story mode like at least three times.
And there are people who just never got them. There are people who just missed them for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Like for
I
example,
understand.
for me, I haven't played God of War. I haven't played Spider-Man. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played Bloodborne.
and
All these
and,
games
yeah.
that are only PlayStation that I want to play, but I don't have a PlayStation, so I never played them. You know,
And then imagine
so like
people who want to jump ship from Xbox to, like, let's say they don't have multiple consoles and they just went for Xbox. That is a great way to drive people to your console because we already know that you have the better exclusives, and you're telling me I get all of that plus new ones
Okay.
for this flat rate? Like,
I am in
yes.
agreement
Mhm.
with what you
Mhm.
people are saying, and I acknowledge
so then
that.
that's it.
No, that's not it.
oh, what
That's not it.
what do you mean, you people?
Here's what I'm trying to get at. Regardless of how great the games is and the few people that'll go back, okay, and the many people, I even say many people that'll go back and replay those games once they're on there, and including the conversions, single players games life cycles and their profitability decreases dramatically. Okay, yes, some people go back and play it. I myself am some of those people. Fine. But when it comes to multiplayer games, which Sony doesn't have any exclusive multiplayer games, I'm going to put Halo back in here because the Master Chief Collection is a very big exclusive regardless of how you guys feel about it. It's a multiplayer game. That will continue to be played. Halo's been played for the last like 20 fucking years, nonstop.
Right. But Alex,
Okay.
don't you think that
No
putting
one's
a
playing God of
service-
War 1, 2, or 3 right now like that. Nobody.
I-
The masses are not playing God of War 1, 2, and 3.
If it was
But
on the service,
let's
It
say-
is on a
then
service.
let's
It
say-
is on a service. It's on PlayStation Now. The whole collection is on there.
Oh, I didn't
then
know that.
Maybe people are playing
And
that.
and this is what I'm saying, because PlayStation Now, they have, and here's the thing, nobody gives a fuck about it, but they have a service where you can go in there and download some big ass games. The Twisted Metal's on there, Sly Cooper Collection is on there, Jack and those original games that they have that they're on there. No one's talking about PlayStation Now because, like I'm trying to say, the life cycle of those games do not last as long as multiplayer games.
How
I don't
do
think-
you
no,
know?
you
How
can't-
do
you
you
can't
You
know?
didn't even know that it was on there, and you're
I
here.
have
have a PlayStation. How am
Alex,
I supposed to know? I don't
Hey,
even have a
people that don't have an
PlayStation.
Xbox know that Xbox Game Pass exists. Why is that? Because the program is so big.
Alex, yes, the program is great because it adds other stuff plus new exclusives. Again, if Sony did literally what Game Pass is doing, beat for beat, they would do it better. The more people would flock
They've
to
never
it.
done
More people would flock
anything
to it.
better than anybody else that they tried to
Maybe
rip
my
off.
wording is wrong. Like, oh, maybe it'll
No,
be better.
okay, hold on. We're in agreement here that's going to be profitable, and it's a good thing, and I'm even looking forward to it. The argument here started when you said they would dominate the market, and
that's just
there's more
true.
to it. No, it's not. There's more to it than just having a really good game
Like,
on there, or
sure,
even 20
Xbox's
really good
interface
games
is
on
better.
there.
I agree. Sure, and the Xbox interface is better, but like, PlayStation motherfuckers don't give a shit about interface like that.
They do, but
their
okay.
they care about the games. So if their Game Pass has all the great PlayStation games, yeah, they're gonna make more money. They're gonna beat the shit out of Xbox. because they're already
You're just
beating
making
the
a
shit out of
crazy
Xbox
ass statement
with their
based on.
exclusives.
You're just making a crazy ass statement based on just how those games are really
based
good.
on the track record of
John, there's so many more
PlayStation's
factors.
games?
There's so many more factors. Now the console you're putting it on, the PlayStation 5 is having a really rocky launch. Okay, Xbox just sold the most
Whoa.
Xboxes they've ever sold. So I don't want to hear that. There's so many other factors. So many other factors.
Well, there's just a bunch of factors going into the fact that Sony had a rocky launch.
Well, yeah, no,
that has
okay,
nothing
but
to
all
do
of
with
that
the
gets
Game
factored.
Pass.
All of that gets factored into that. It
Not
matters
not
where
in the
you,
hypothetical if they just copy and paste the formula.
Johnny. You can copy and paste a really
Yeah.
good formula onto a shit ass console or to a shitty ass service, and it's gonna
Sony's
go
not a
bad.
shit-ass console,
I'm not
though.
saying. I'm not saying
not a
it's that.
shit-ass console.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is there's a lot more that goes into it than just having really great games on there. Way more than that.
Alex, so you're telling me that if PlayStation, again, Xbox Game Pass, just Sony, everything that Game Pass does now, everything, you get PS Plus, fucking
I understand
all
what
the
that means.
all the catalogs,
Yes, I understand what that
even
means.
the new games, that they would make more money than Microsoft.
No.
Why?
No.
No, they'll make money. It'll be profitable for them. Sure,
Rafa, you
maybe.
you agree with that, or you were saying no to
I
Alex?
agree. I agree with you, John. I agree with you.
Okay.
There's so many more
Yeah.
factors. There's so many exclusivity deals that these guys have right now. Like you guys are just banking on God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and the exclusives. Which, sure, yes,
Their
big
first
marketing
party
point.
games?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what they've been
big-
banking on
yes,
this whole time.
Yes, big points. I'm not taking
Yeah.
away from that. But Microsoft has had time to lay the groundwork down for this. Game Pass didn't just come out this year. You get what I'm saying? And looking into the future with everything that fucking Microsoft has coming out, and I'm putting Bethesda in there now, there's no way even with those first parties, because now Microsoft is going to have first parties coming out now that they have the superior console this generation. There's no way that Sony's going to be more profitable in the long run than Game
I
Pass.
disagree.
No way.
Let's say
Because,
like
matter
let's
of
say
fact-
let's say this. Let's say this. Let's say as of right now. Let's not talk about what's going to happen
Okay,
in
we
the
can talk
future.
right now. Yeah.
Let's talk about what's going to happen in the future, what they might do. Let's talk about right now.
Okay.
Let's say right now, Xbox and PlayStation both have a version of Game Pass.
Right.
And they both have their own exclusives on each Game Pass, and of course they have the third parties like Call of Duty and all that other stuff on there, right?
That's not
Whatever.
on there. That's not on there.
But you know what I mean, right? The third party games or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
And honestly, Call of Duty maybe would be on there because they're very buddy with Sony.
I don't. Yeah,
With Sony.
but that game also comes out on Xbox, so I don't know about that one.
Right. But you get what I'm
Right,
saying,
but
right?
so-
You
so
get
the other
each console has its own Game Pass version of their own Game Pass. Each of
Yeah.
them have their own exclusives. Which one would you pick
Xbox.
as of right now?
Xbox.
No,
I play on
I would
Xbox.
pick
I would pick
PlayStation.
Sony.
I would pick
Do
PlayStation.
you want to know why?
Yeah,
you
I'll
want to
pick
know? Wait, hold
PlayStation.
on. I got it. You want to know why you guys are both capping right now? You want to know why? Because you guys
I'm
had
not.
the option. You guys had the option to pick your console last generation and this generation. Both of you have Xboxes. Both of you don't
Okay,
even think about
and
PlayStation,
you
and,
know
those
what?
games
That's-
have been
that's-
there.
I'm glad
And you know what? Yes.
this up.
And
I'm
you
glad
know
you brought this
why
up
I bought a
because-
Series X was because of Game Pass. And you know what?
Oh, look at that.
If PlayStation had a Game Pass with all of their games, I would have got a PS5.
And I'm glad you brought this up, Alex, because yesterday I was literally having this conversation with Nathan and Kenny, and we were saying if we had the chance to go back one generation of gaming, so at the launch of Xbox One and the PS4, and then if I could choose either like let's say instead of going with Xbox One, if I wanted to choose PlayStation 4, would I have done it? And my answer was I would have picked PlayStation 4.
I would have picked the Xbox anyway. Easy.
And this is my reasoning why. I would have picked PlayStation 4 because of the games. If it was just strictly for the games, PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
But Xbox One, I would have picked it because that's where my friends are. That's where we game as a unit, right? But if it was strictly just games, I would have picked the PlayStation 4.
Agreed.
Lies
Agreed.
and deceit.
No, I'm
It's
guys are
telling
lying.
you, Alex.
guys
I'm
are
telling you.
capping.
They're not.
How?
It's
How?
not. It's
Because
not.
you
I'm being honest right
you
now.
guys, if you guys truly felt that way, John, you would have your PS4. You would have fought me for it. Rafa, you would own a PlayStation 4 right now, or you would be playing on PlayStation 4 because if it was just for the games, you guys would have it.
But the thing is,
but it's not just about the games, is
it? If it was strictly for the games,
But he just said hypothetically if it was just for the games.
Okay, well, guess
Right.
what?
Same
At
thing
that,
here.
right now, at
Same
this
thing
point,
here. If it was just games related, I would fucking get a PlayStation. But no, my friends are here and I play here.
Right. We all play on Xbox, so I got an Xbox because I want to play with my friends.
And matter of fact, this generation, I almost picked PlayStation. But their opening lineup, I didn't really care for that much. Now, if they had a Game Pass service,
wait, you mean
where
all
I
their
would get
exclusives and you mean that didn't matter enough to get the next gen console? Is that what you're saying?
their
to me?
opening lineup, no, I didn't.
But
care
the
for
but
it
the
too
opening
much.
lineup
But-
included all the big exclusives. You can play them for free on PlayStation 5. That didn't
No,
entice you enough to
but
get it?
If they had a service like Game Pass,
I just said for
where
free.
where they give me all the exclusives like Miles Morales and fucking Demon Souls included with fucking Spider-Man Remastered, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, all for the price of $15, you bet your fucking ass I would go over there.
Yeah, guaranteed.
For $15,
Guaranteed.
you telling me I get all
A
the
month.
Last of Us, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Miles Morales, Demon Souls. For $15, yes, I would swap over to PS5 in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's,
in a heartbeat.
That's nice and lovely, but it doesn't make them dominate the market in
Yes,
the
it
future.
does.
No, it doesn't, because
I
you'll
mean,
switch over. No, it doesn't.
No, because
That's-
because I guarantee you, it's already a great deal. That is why Game Pass is so good. It is a great deal. If someone else with quality games, because that's what the console's for, it's for games, also has that great deal, people would be flocking towards that. That's why people are talking shit, because PlayStation has these great games, but they don't want to capitalize on this great deal because they don't think it's lucrative. But the thing is, they're wrong, and it would be advantageous to them to do this because they have that subscription service plus their quality games. People would
You know
stay.
what? We can stop arguing. We can wait and see, and we'll see which one's more profitable. Simple.
I-
We'll see who dominates the market.
Actually, also, this is all hypotheticals. Who knows what PlayStation is going to do?
Yeah,
If they're going to literally copy and paste the formula for a different price, whatever their price is, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't. And let's remember this moment. So when we look in the future, and we'll see, because eventually, I think they're just gonna rip it off like they fucking always do, and I think it's gonna be an inferior product. But we'll see. We'll find out.
If it's
We'll find out.
bugging, I will tell you it's bugging, and I will tell you I was wrong.
And I'll come on here and say I'm wrong too, because like I stated when the topic first came up, I think it's a good idea and I'm looking forward to it. And when I inevitably get a PlayStation 5 and it's good, I'm going to get it. I just don't think it's going to be as dominating the market as you guys think it is, because you guys are just looking exclusively at the games. I'm looking at the bigger picture. That's what I'm looking at.
What else is Game Pass? The first fucking word is game.
No, yes.
So what? I'm not supposed to think about the games in Game Pass?
Hold on, but you know you're smarter than that, and you know that it's not just games. You know that. Game Pass
Alex, and
is
you're
a
smarter to know-
service that
Yes.
includes everything
Yes.
that they have going on all the platforms that they have
Yes.
going on.
Yes,
that
and yes,
that
and yes.
reach is more important, is just as important than the actual games you're playing on it. And the success of this with no exclusive games on it aside from Gears and all that shit is proving that.
So then you're telling me that all of that plus quality games would mean less?
You're talking like,
money?
but that's the thing. Sony doesn't
Yeah.
have all of that. They just have quality games. That's their main thing.
I'm saying
Right,
again.
but we're
the
saying
hypothetical.
hypothetically. Yeah.
the
the
Oh, okay, so
hypothetical
if
is
hypothetically
Game Pass-
Sony's Game Pass got on phones and got on PCs, you're saying if it was exactly the same thing?
Okay. Fuck the PC and mobile shit.
That's part of the Game Pass.
Okay.
That's what Game Pass
Then
is.
Matter of fact, then don't copy that. Just do everything else but the PC and mobile shit. They would still win.
No,
They still.
Mhm.
you
it's
just
you're
took
not
out
even playing-
two
you
whole
don't even-
platforms.
You don't even play on the PC that much. You don't even use Game Pass on the PC.
Who's
that
talking
much.
about me? I'm talking about generally.
It doesn't
You
matter.
can have them on there if you want. That's not the point, bro. The point is that Game Pass right now on the Xbox really only has like Gears and like Halo that like really stand out to be like those
Gears, Halo,
main
Ori.
exclusives.
What else is on there? That's
Ori.
Ori is you bought an Xbox Series X for Ori.
No one said. Hey,
Ori
stop
is not. You,
stop taking little sentences that I'm saying and applying it to the big thing. He made a comment saying what exclusives are on there that are are really good on there. Exclusives. Ori's one of them. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't even fucking like the game, but that's one of them.
it's not like a Gears though. It's not like a Gears.
My thing is quality games. Like
Ori is quality games.
My point is, like, these big motherfucking heavy hitter ass games. Ori is not one of those games.
Yeah, Halo,
okay?
one of the biggest franchises
Gears,
ever.
And it's fall from grace. You can't.
Okay.
It's not even.
It doesn't. It matters not.
It does.
It matters
Yes, it
not.
does. Yes,
the
it
Master
does.
Chief Collection is still going strong.
That's fine.
That's still going strong. Halo Infinite is still coming
nice
out.
And dandy, Alex. That's nice and dandy, Alex. But it is well documented, and everybody's aware that the exclusives for Xbox, one, are scarce. Two, have diminished
We're
in
not
quality.
even talking about that.
That's what I'm trying to say though.
I'm talking about if we go beat for beat, same fucking thing. Game Pass exactly the same way.
But
Xbox would lose because
Because
there's
PlayStation with better games on there.
Why?
Yeah.
You're not saying that because when I said what Game Pass is, you said, okay, wait, no, scratch that part. Focus over here. So you're not doing Game Pass beat for beat. Sony can't. But yes, if we are talking specifically quality of games, let me give you what you're saying. If you're talking about if we're going Game Pass versus PlayStation Game Pass and we're doing game for game, like if this was a versus and they're doing game for game, yes, Sony wins that. Yeah, Sony wins that.
Oh yeah,
that's
the
but
point.
that doesn't make it
what we're
dominate the market. That does not.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
So let's say like this. Not everybody has money to be able to get in all these services. Most people are either going to have one or the other.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
So then what will you choose? Will you choose the one Game Pass that has better exclusives, or you choose the one Game Pass that only has Gears and Halo?
I'm choosing the Game Pass that's on the better console for my money. I'm choosing the Game Pass that has the better system to play it on, which is
And
the
you
Series
wouldn't
X.
say that would be PlayStation because their
No.
games like it's not just console though. It's not just.
But the
console.
thing is,
It's everything.
that's for you, Alex.
Yes.
But for most people, they will
It's
be
the
like,
games.
let me go for PlayStation because PlayStation has more exclusives and has more games that I can play on. People are not really looking into how many gigahertz and how many teraflops
Right.
and this and that. The general group of people be like, oh shit, Spider-Man. Oh shit, God of War. Let me go play that. That's not on the Xbox.
Right.
We can wait and see. We'll wait and see. It's happening. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
I don't know, man.
Let's agree to disagree.
We can agree to
Right.
disagree. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
Sound off. Definitely,
culture, baby.
Definitely sound off because this is like this. We really got into it this time.
All right. Well, let's do like IC and do it for the culture and be all friendly and shit and we love each other.
True.
Yeah, we're icy now. We're icy now. Again,
Yeah, we're
Icy.
IC. We're IC.
I am
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am on. Like I said, if when it comes out, I will be getting it as long as it's good. I want that to be known. I don't want it to be like you got
yeah,
it.
I mean,
boo-boo-da." No. Like I'm looking forward to their response to it. I think it's a very good thing.
Yeah, I don't hate you. I don't hate you because you're wrong. You know, I still love
Yeah,
you.
I don't hate you because you're off. It's fine. It's fine. But
Like I'm biased about it just because I'm like you can't let Xbox have anything. But if they do it, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Xbox is gonna do it. Like Xbox is gonna be better.
I think well, I don't want to fucking rehash it again. But you're being short-sighted.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think your side.
let's just leave it.
I think you two are on the short-sighted conversation. A little bit more short-sighted on it because there's a lot cooking from Microsoft. And that statement could blow up in my face because they could be cooking dog shit, and then I lose.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
So
about to say the
Right.
track
So-
record shows. The track record shows
So,
dog shit, but let's.
We IC and we did it for the culture.
we icy
Let's
for the
move on.
culture. Let's go. Let's move on. Hey.
Right.
Let's move on to another argument.
Right.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's just go into the big one, the big ones, because we talked about Nintendo a little bit. We talked about Nintendo a little bit, but
Mhm.
everybody quote unquote loves Nintendo. You know, they have some of the best
Yeah.
first party games ever created ever in the history of gaming. We're not taking that from them.
Right.
But Nintendo does this thing where they like to live in what we're gonna say live in the now is what I'm gonna say with their games, not with everything else, but with their games. They live in the now. So that game that you're a really big fan of that came out 3 generations ago, fuck that game.
Yep.
You can't play that anymore. Play the new one, bitch. That's Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me give context. So there is a relatively big event that happens yearly. What was it called? It's like big house.
Big house.
Big house.
Big house.
And they are.
It's a really big.
Go ahead.
It's a really big Smash tournament.
Really big Smash tournament, and they have a Super Smash Brothers Melee tournament.
It's specifically, Big House specifically. Not honestly specifically, but for the most part, they're known for their Smash Melee tournaments.
And yearly, these tournaments, these events happen in person. But with everything happening, obviously, that's not feasible this year. So they had to.
We gotta stay 6 feet apart from
Right.
each other.
We
You know?
have to stay socially distanced, all that good stuff. So
what's
naturally,
a good alternative?
naturally, the live event, the in person one, got canceled, and you have to move online. You know, you have to do it online. But you may be saying to yourself, Super Smash Bros. Melee came out on the GameCube. That didn't have an online service.
No, sir.
But the fans, the community, as great as the Melee community is, came together and came up with this. We're gonna call it a program, a software called Slippy, which allows them. It's a mod that allows them to play. It gives it a source code. It gives it a net code. You can play Melee online, and it'll give the tournament a chance to exist cyberly. What the fuck? Over the internet, online.
You can play Melee online.
You can play Melee online. And normally, Nintendo's really cool with Big House. You know, they've been doing the tournaments for years, but this year, they said, cease and desist.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
They said,
They
hey,
said, you violated the law.
hey, you can't do that anymore. Banned. Stop it.
Yeah.
People are mad. People are mad. There's two camps to this story. There's the Melee community. There's the fans of those games that love it, that want to see it live on, that they play it, and especially competitively. They support it. They're keeping it going forward, especially with the mods and all that good stuff. And then there's the business side of it, where Nintendo, that's my fucking game. I made it. I don't want it emulated and played over the internet. You can't do that. So those are the two camps of it. Now, what do we feel?
It's weird because for the longest and for years and years, people have been playing Smash, and specifically people have been playing Melee. Melee is like beloved, There's a reason why Melee still to this day is still being played. There's a reason why we've been talking about this, because people freaking love Melee. And the weird thing is, I feel like the reason why it became such a problem is because it's going online. Because there are modded versions of Melee out there, and there are tournaments out there that are paid that are played with a modded version of Melee, and those games are streamed on there. I've seen tournaments where you see an Ivysaur running around in Melee and stuff like that. So it's like, why now? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm wondering. Like, why? What made Nintendo now say, okay, you guys need to stop this? Because the only difference between now and then is that it's just going online, because there's a bunch of modded versions of Melee out there, of people playing in tournaments and things like that. The only difference is that they're not just in the same room. So what made Nintendo say what made them say, okay, you guys are done now? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
I think because for it to be modded, it has to be emulated, right?
For the most part, yes.
For the most part.
In this case, I believe so. Yes.
You don't think that Nintendo's just gonna be in like, hold up, that's money we don't make.
Emulation,
they didn't
by the way,
purchase a copy.
Emulation, by the way, is illegal. Just that's
Right.
not a gray area. That's illegal. So there's that.
Right.
Yeah.
Also could be that. Also, it probably is that.
But my point is that they've been doing this for years and years now.
Yeah.
Like,
so
what made them say now to, like, okay, stop?
Nintendo's very much this isn't anything new This isn't a new Nintendo move. Like this is very much up their alley.
This is on their brand. Yeah.
Right.
Remember a couple
like-
years ago when the whole YouTube thing was happening, and people were streaming Nintendo games. Nintendo said, you can only stream if you're part of our little program thing. Other than that, you're gonna get taken down and demonetized and all that extra shit.
Right.
This kind of goes back to the Game Pass conversation that we were having, but I'm not gonna retread that. They live in the now with their games, and that goes into that's strictly just speaking about their games. Everything else, they are fucking dinosaurs at. Everything else, from their online services, from the way they handle their communities, everything, dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're really bad with community, especially with the Smash community.
Yeah.
They don't support them like at all.
No.
And the thing that really sucks is that like this is another blow towards the Smash community, because like Nintendo was finally starting to kind of warm up to the Smash community,
Yep.
and then the whole thing came out with all these pro players up to no good, doing things they're not supposed to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that took a huge blow to the Smash community. A lot of them, like big stars, the big names, disappeared because of all these accusations of them doing naughty things, illegal, dumb things. And so then the Smash community took a huge hit, and now they're taking another big hit with this. So like the Smash community ain't looking all that great right now.
Hell no. So here's my takeaway. I am in the middle because I understand the love for an old game. I understand the love of keeping that game alive and wanting that to happen. But at the same time, Nintendo isn't 100% right. It's morally, you can argue that, hey, that's kind of shit. That it's shitty for you to do that, but
Right.
that is my product. I created that game. I discontinued that game. I made the decision to not sell it anymore, and I do not want you to mod my game that I put out and put it online. And you know what, I see that, and they're legally able to do that, obviously, because they're doing it.
Clearly, I mean, they
Yeah.
said the season is this, so
Right.
Yeah.
legally they have all the right to do whatever they want with their
But
own games.
morally, it's like, fam,
It
why
sucks.
like, yeah, first off, yeah, why now? Because you've known about this tournament for a while. You even essentially greenlit it, but
Yeah.
now it's like, yo, like these people love what you put out. Like, why are you shitting on them?
Exactly. Like that's the problem.
Like my thing is like, yo, if it's different if this was a burn melee thing where they put it out and destroyed it or ruined the game and made it, no, they're celebrating the game, they're playing the game, they want to keep it alive. You should be, smart businesses would be like, let's go, let's keep it going. Look how cool we are. We're with you. We're part of you. We're part of that community. We're there. Let's make it happen.
Right.
And also, don't forget, I have a new one. Buy that too.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
why? They're such dinosaurs, man. They're so
And it's like and I don't know. It's like they want to protect their game or whatever. Like with the season assist, but all that's doing is making them look like the bad guys.
right.
Like this is just more bad press for them.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
People are like, oh wow, like look at Nintendo. They're not supporting their community. They're not backing them up. They're telling them to stop playing their games.
So here's
So it's like,
yeah, the thing about that is like they can do it because the Nintendo fans will continue to support them
and they will
no
continue to
matter
support
what.
them, yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
second the next big Nintendo release comes out, we're all gonna be out there in droves picking up this game. Like I'm a part of that too. I love their games. I'm
Yeah.
gonna continue to support
Yeah.
them. So it's like they put themselves in a spot where they can just be fucking dickheads and nothing will happen to them because their first parties and their games and everything is so they print money. Like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Not buy the next Smash? Not buy the next Mario Kart? Like
No, you bugging.
you essentially lose there yourself. And I mean, you don't have to buy the fucking game, but you lost if you didn't get the next game.
Yeah, but people are still gonna buy it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks for the Melee community. Honestly, like even though I'm not a part of that, and to me this doesn't impact me personally because I haven't played Melee since the next one came out.
Since the GameCube.
Yeah, since
Since the GameCube.
once Brawl came out, like I'm not playing that one. I'm playing the new one.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate for that community, especially because like it's actually a wholesome thing. I see it as. It's not like it's keeping the game alive for the sake of, like, people grew up with this game, they love it. It's like people
Yeah,
harken as the best Smash ever. So like, why?
Yeah.
Like, let them. What's the fucking issue?
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, out of the whole, like, as out of the Smash community, the Melee guys are like the most down hardcore group from the Smash community. They're with it, you know.
Yeah. And what's funny is if they wanted to capitalize on it, if they just helped them a little bit, they would make money. Like, I don't understand why you go through all the extra shit to shut it down. Like, if you want money, just go in. Help them a little bit.
And they could have, and let's say maybe they're still not 100% like on board with that. You could have just let it be. You could have just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And people would not be like, oh, look at Nintendo, look how assholes you're being.
Yeah, they could have just
They-
distanced
they-
from it and let them do it anyway. Like, just don't
How-
say we don't condone it, but go ahead. Like, that's not a Nintendo thing, but you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they were for the past years about Smash and the whole competitive Smash scene. They won't really like, they know it's there, but for the most part they were just kind of ignoring it, kind of not really acknowledging it. Like I said, until recently, until everything kind of blew up.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I just don't get it. It's bad press. Like, do they not have a PR team to be like, hey, you guys don't think this is gonna kind of make us look bad in the public eye? We're here screwing up our own community. Like,
Yeah. I don't think they care.
that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't
know.
think they give a shit. They're like, hey, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy a Switch anyway.
They don't care. Like, Nintendo fans are just cool with, like, like, their games are so great that they're just gonna get it. And like, didn't Big House also have like an ultimate tournament as well?
They did.
I think they
that
had
got canned too.
Like, I think they also had an ultimate on top of Melee, and I think they just canceled that as well. Like,
They're in the
I-
doghouse.
I just think it's
They're in the
it's-
big house.
It's
Yeah.
it's kind of sad. Like, what's wrong with people wanting to play your game, and because your game has limitations, the community decide to step in.
What if what's
Yeah.
happening is, like, Nintendo's about to drop a Game Pass and Melee's on it, so they didn't want it to differ from their sales
Right.
over here, and that Melee had online support.
Right, it has online support or something like that.
What if that was
See,
it?
then it's like, sure, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I guess, like, how else would you handle that? Because, like, as a business, who am I to tell you how to handle your IPs?
Bro, literally, you
like-
just go in there
Right,
and
right.
show love. Be like, yeah, that's cool.
Like-
Go for it. Just don't do anything, or just or buy in. Go in on it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You make some fans happy, and then you look cool as fuck. Like, what's the issue? It looks like a win-win when you help or ignore it.
Right.
But who knows? They obviously know more than we do. Maybe it's detrimental to something on their side that doesn't make sense to
Yeah, I
us
mean,
commoners. but-
we are on the outside.
yeah,
so,
exactly. So
we don't know.
Outside look grimy, let me say.
Yeah, it's not.
It
It's not a
does,
good look.
yeah.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
But
Pretty grimy out in these streets.
yeah, but as of right now, Nintendo gets the bonk of the week.
Hey.
Yo, Zar.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't know. You should have just let them boys play, man. Let them people play.
Let
play
them
Melee.
live.
And you know what?
B.
You know what? They're gonna fucking do it anyway. Like, not the tournament. Big House is not gonna happen, but people are gonna mod Melee and they're gonna play it online regardless. Matter of fact, what you just did was you put more publicity on it. I didn't know Slippy was a thing until
Yep.
this news came out.
Yep.
So now I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, all they did was essentially shine a light on it by looking like the bad guy and like, oh, what's this? What's Nintendo in trouble for now? Oh, Melee has online support? It's a mod? There was a tournament called Big House? I didn't know any of this.
It's like they don't know history of people. Like, they don't understand that when you tell somebody no, they're gonna do it anyway, or they're gonna find another way to do it. Like, I don't think they understand that. Like, you not only that, they're gonna do it worse. Like, we already said.
So,
Like, they didn't get rid of Slippy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it still exists. People can still do the thing. So if they have a problem with it being illegal or Smash being emulated or something like that, like it's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
And didn't they also have a problem? I think like they like shut down another Melee tournament or something like that that was actually uh doing
For charity?
what the hell, like a charity.
Yeah.
Like you're looking so bad right now. You're looking really like you're shutting down all these things, like these communities that enjoy your game, revere this one as like your best one, and are trying to update it because you guys refuse to, or you guys are focused on the future. Understandably so, but it's like, god damn, for like a family oriented company, you ain't so family friendly. You ain't so friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
Tell him,
'em.
John.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna make a crazy joke, but never mind.
Okay, well.
Do it. I dare you. Do it.
No, I'm
No,
not
no,
gonna
no.
do it.
Real quickly before we get out of here, Deadpool 3 is in development. With
Oh, yeah.
with Marvel. Great fucking news. Great
Yeah, man.
news.
Yeah, baby.
Ever since Disney took over Fox, I was like, oh, are they gonna still do Deadpool? But hey,
It's still gonna be rated R. Do you know?
I think so.
I believe
I
so.
don't think they would
I
move
think they
forward
said
with
that's
it.
not gonna go.
Yeah, if it wasn't the same. Shouts out to Disney. They down as hell. Which I'm not surprised because the comics didn't lose a step with how violent or any of that subject matter. So I'm with it, 100%. Shout out to Disney for allowing that to happen. Dude,
Hell
and not being Nintendo.
See, that's how you do it, stupid.
That's lit. Another quickie. GTA Online has a huge update coming out.
Oh yeah.
It adds an entirely new island to the game.
I kind of want to download GTA again just to see it.
I still have it downloaded.
I'm gonna download the shit out of it.
I still
Yeah.
have it downloaded.
It's
I'm gonna download too.
it's a new heist, I think is what it is, and it adds it's like a cartel island type of ordeal. I think that's great. That is
Yeah.
that is awesome. That is awesome.
You could also experience it solo, like it's not just a heist.
Yeah, no, you could just like fly over it or something.
So like that, yeah, like you could just go to the island. That's insane.
Yeah. That's
Also,
Yeah.
little salty that they're still putting so much love into GTA and not in Red Dead 2.
because Red Dead
Hey.
2 is
A little
overrated.
salty. A little
Hey,
salty
I mean,
about that.
I'm still salty. There's no GTA 5 story DLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Remember
salty
that?
about. That's what I'm
Also that.
salty about. Because
Also that.
yeah, they say, oh yeah, we're gonna support my ass. What happened was GTA Online got too big. Is what happened. They were like, wait, why would we waste money over here when this is just printing money? Let's just
They-
put some missions over here.
Yeah, they did the Fortnite route. Remember Fortnite when
Yeah.
it was originally supposed to be like that
Save the world
wave
mode.
base.
Yup.
Yeah. And
Hey,
and that battle royale mode was just kind of like a side thing.
Yep, and then that
And
took
now
the
that's-
fuck off.
And now that's the game.
Yep.
Hey man.
Hey man, hey,
Gotta chase the
good for
paper
them
now.
for adapting and capitalizing. I'm not mad at them for that, but damn.
No.
Like-
I mean, now I'm just more excited for whenever eventually 10 years from now we get GTA 6.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be next gen. It's gonna be the Xbox Series X1 or X2
Right.
or whatever.
Red Dead.
Red Dead's fun.
Nah,
But-
I know, but like I wish they would add content to.
I
make
mean,
it better.
I would if I had to choose between Red Dead and I was supposed to Gears, Red Dead and GTA, I'll pick GTA.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just like I wish they would, because like Red Dead is a great experience. If they just added more content into their multiplayer for that,
Mhm.
it would it might be up there with GTA Online. But I mean,
And
like, I get it.
also-
GTA Online is making you a bunch of money, so
Yeah.
And also the thing I don't like about Red Dead the online is that like there's certain like type of like jobs you can do, like professions you can pick up. You can be a hunter, you can be a um like a mercenary type of guy who does who tracks people down or whatever, but you have to get like a license, like an in-game license to
Yeah.
do those, but they cost it costs way too much money to even be able to do those missions. So it's like
Like I might as well go do it in real life at that point.
right, like I would
I
just
might as well go get my mercenary license.
In real life.
it's like hidden behind a paywall, which I know GTA kind of has its own version of that. Like you have to do missions and things like that, but like with GTA, it feels a lot more. It doesn't feel as restricted as Red Dead Online.
Yeah. For
That's like-
shame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and play GTA 5 when this comes out because I want to see that.
Is there a date for that? Is there a date for when that's gonna come
December
out?
15th, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Right around the corner. That's actually also the day that Tenet comes out on digital and DVD. Hey, and Blu-ray. I mean.
Wow.
What day does I don't care about that. What day
Uh-huh.
I already saw the movie. I don't want to watch it again.
But y'all make the argument you'll go back and play the same game. Y'all.
Yes, that's
That
different.
is
That's
very
different.
different.
Y'all.
That's different.
Out of
That's completely
pocket.
It's
different.
the same story.
That's
It's the
completely
same
different.
story. You already did it. Why do it again? It's the same story.
It's different,
Same story.
and not all games to have the same story. You can do things differently.
God
in
of War has
different
the
games.
same ending every time. Just saying.
Anyways,
I didn't do all the side quests.
right? You can switch up your game style.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead.
And what was I gonna say? What date does Cyberpunk come out?
December 10, I think.
Ooh, even sooner. Look at that.
Let me double check that,
I'ma
but I
ship
think it
myself.
is.
I can't wait.
Damn, I'm not gonna be able to play GTA.
Yo, it got delayed.
Now you're
Hey.
lying. He's lying.
What
No.
got delayed
Cyberpunk. I'm looking at it right now.
again?
Yeah.
No, he's lying.
9 hours
He's lying.
ago.
He is lying.
9 hours ago.
Yeah.
No, he's lying.
No, I'm kidding.
lying.
It's
He's
December
lying.
10. December 10.
I
I
know.
was about to say, I'm like, how the hell? Nah, bro. Like,
Yeah,
9 hours ago, I was on. I was awake.
December
would've
10.
seen
So Cyberpunk comes out in 1, 2, 3 Thursdays from now. Hey.
Ooh.
I'm so excited, man. God, I can't wait for that fucking game.
You're in
Yeah.
trouble. You ain't never gonna hear from me again.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Like-
live in that world.
I'm gonna make my character have a big old wee wee, so he's gonna be like a
It's
tripod.
gonna be swinging.
So
I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
monster.
You're gonna have
vagina.
You're gonna have Link's up B, but no sword. It's just gonna be your dick.
yeah. Or I'm trying to snipe people. I'm gonna put out my dick so I could like tripod myself up, so I can hold a position and be
Why
able
is
to
this
snipe.
happening?
That reminds me of you remember Austin Powers when
When he's talking about his dick,
Mini Me's dick and he leaned forward and he just stood.
so he could use it as a kickstand. And
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
Okay, and with that, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Playing Pod with
Yeah.
Alex, John, and Rafa. Hey! If you like that episode, make sure to subscribe on the YouTubes and share the Spotify's and all that good stuff. You can follow on there too, by the way. Make sure to do that. Tweet at us at GeekJar3000, and don't forget to check out the Bento Boxcast starring your boy Rafa and Hector over on the Bento Boxcast on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere we at. The links are in the description. And when do you guys come out? Friday or Saturday? Sunday?
If Fridays. We tried Sunday, but our reasoning didn't make much sense because we're a bunch of dum-dums.
So back to Friday.
So it's back on Friday, every Friday.
So have a podcast sandwich.
Yes, a
Yeah.
great yummy podcast sandwich. And
And
we talk about all the anime, old and new. We take anime recommendations also. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We also take non-anime recommendations. A few episodes ago, we talked about a K-drama, which was a horrible piece of shit, and it was the worst recommendation, beating out yours, Alex.
wow.
Really fucking bad show.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
shit.
really
Wow,
bad.
no way.
It's
I
really.
I meant to give you like the worst thing ever.
Oh my god, this show is really bad. Like the main reason why this K-drama beat out your shitty ass anime movie was because your anime movie was like what? Was like 40 minutes? I don't even know how long
it
the
was
movie
it was something light.
It wasn't that long. I had to watch 3 episodes of this show because of the 3-episode rule.
Yeah.
Each episode is 40 minutes long.
Hell no.
Ooh,
And
And it's
that's
garbage.
nasty.
And it's garbage. It's like the worst of the worst of like novella TV. It's not funny. It's way too bright. Like you know how bright and sanitized and just fake novellas look.
sanitized. Yeah, I got what you meant. Yeah.
It's that, and the jokes are not funny. It is bad, and there's wacky music playing. Like the one of my biggest problems I had with the movie is that like the music would start playing, and you know what the scene's gonna be because of the music. And nothing has happened yet. So like, oh, here comes a joke, and then music's like, boop 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 boop, and you already know what's gonna happen, and it's not funny. And it's not funny. It's so telegraphed. It's a piece of garbage, It's a piece of shit.
If
And
you-
I literally ranted about how bad this fucking thing was.
If you want to hear the
kinda
rest of that
doing it-
rant, I'ma stop
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'ma stop you.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say,
you want to
I
hear the
was
rest of
gonna
that rant,
If you want to hear the rest, full rant where I really go into how bad this show is, go check it out at the Bento Boxcast.
Jesus. But thank you so much for listening. We will see you guys next
Yeah.
Monday. Actually, next Monday. This Monday? Next Monday? Wednesday.
Monday,
We'll see you Wednesday for a video
Oh, nice.
and the Saving Private Ryan Does It Hold Up movies. Let's go.